Hi, this is I got a group of horses in here. I wanted to show you this. These are some of my walking horses. I'm Ed. That mare right there, that is Ed's Platinum Blonde. And then that light horse right there, that Palomino, that's Cool Breeze. And then we got behind him there, that darker Palomino is Ed's Hole in One. And then we got Smokey next to him there, that dark chocolatey one, and the black one up front here is Ed's Rainy Day. And these guys were been in. I put one in here, and then I put two in here. They're playing and having a good old time, and then we kept adding them. So I put 4 in here. These are all Geldings, and they were just roughhousing like some 6-year-old boys with Nerf guns, you know, and having a good old time. And I said, because I had Blondie hanging, and I just brushed her out and everything. I said, let me put her in there. I know she's gonna upset the apple cart, but I don't think she'll be hateful to him, you know. And so we put her in here. But look at this is the Geldings. She's it's like party time's over, and but I want people to see this kind of stuff. It's really interesting. I love watching horse behavior and the dynamics between it all. Now look at these two guys are watching her. She's kind of nonchalantly doing her thing. They're watching these two guys here. Rain's kind of wants out. Hoolie's kind of, I'm with Rain. And these two are still like, let's go investigate a little bit. And she'll just kick at them and stuff. And Kevin and I were talking, and he said she's trying to tell him when she tips her ear, it's time for you to move away. And see now, like, yeah, okay, she's facing him. All right, just her facing him like that, okay? Just her doing that and staring at him, okay? That is pressure on a horse, okay? She's exerting pressure, and look at the response. These guys are all over here, like, da-da-da-da-da. Now she's walking up, okay? She's walking up. I'll move my back a little bit. She's walking up, and she's kind of claiming their space now, or she's going to claim their space. You know? And she was actually pretty polite about it. Now, okay, that banner just wiggled. That's why she jumped, and then they jumped. You saw that? But now they're gonna sniff her and stuff and just see where she'll. So that was pretty cordial. But you see how they moved away. Now, if they were in a bigger pasture, they'd already hightailed over to another part of the pasture probably. But you see, now see how she pinned her ears, and I don't know if you saw her flick her nose like that a little bit, just towards them. She was telling them, move off, and what did they do? They moved off, and they're trying to figure, see, I'm gonna scoot out. Oh, here she goes, she's gonna, see that high pitch? That's why I say, like, when you talk with a horse, if you wanna be calm, like a calm reaction, do a low tone, like, ooh, like good, like that. Not like you'd say, good, 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 like a dog, because they're different. So horses, the calm thing is a low tone. The stress thing is a high pitch. Okay, so now she's moving around here, see? She's got him like scrambling a little bit, and she's just kind of leisurely moving around. Now she's enjoying this, okay? When you start to work with a horse, she was been off for about 3 months maybe. I gave her a break. And started working some other horses, and I turned her out just to be with the other horses and just be a horse. And look at see how she's got. All right, now she's staring at him, and that's pressure. And look at, they're all like grouped up together. And she goes, "No, you're acting just like I want." Anyhow, getting back to what I was saying is, when I was training her, one of the things I did was I started to pony other horses, and and move another horse around. See how he's pawing there? Yeah. So I would start to move another horse around with her. And once you do that, once you start moving livestock with a horse, they like it. Well, all the ones I've done so far like it. And when they can move a horse, they feel the power, or move a cow or some cattle or steer or whatever. They like it. They get that feeling. And see, she's enjoying this right here. She's moving them. See? And this is what we do in the round pen with them. This is what this is about. See how she's moving these horses around. Look, she just looked at them, and they're moving out of her way. See how she pinned her ear? There's a hair there. See that? Look at them. And this is this pen. These guys are having a hard time getting to a distance that they feel comfortable. It's their bubble, okay? Like she's created a bubble around her. If you want to know about how big it is, it's about that big. That's where those guys are, at the edge of it, okay? So she created this bubble, and now she's leisurely walking around. There's no food in here or anything. So she's leisurely walking around. She's commanded this whole situation. And she is really not that much of a lead mare out in the pasture. She's kind of on the lower end. But with these guys, geldings, no. A mare will usually dominate a gelding. Not always, but a lot of times, especially younger ones like these guys. Yeah, most of those guys, the Smoky, Breezy, and Julio there, they're all 2.5, going on 3. And Rain, I want to say, is, I keep forgetting, I think he's 5 or 6, or he might even be 7 now. And I think she's about the same age as Rain. It's hard for me to keep track of how old they are. I have so many horses, and it changes constantly. So, but isn't that interesting how they're all over there like that? And you notice they're staring at her and watching her. Here she comes. Here she comes. Yep. And they're like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" They're like, "What do you want us to do?" See that? What do you want us to do? See, look at that. And she goes, "You're fine, just right there." And that's what, like I said, you'll do this with horses in the round pen. And what happens is you start off kind of like with this kind of relationship that she has with these guys, okay? It's kind of like you make them do some things, but then what happens is then you become a kind of like a companion. I call it like a butt buddy, you know, like a horse like her will pick out another horse out in the pasture, and in the summer when there's flies around, they will go her nose to the horse's butt, you know, and what they do is they'll flick their tail off and get the flies off of each other's faces. That's what I call them, butt buddies. And but see, she just kind of went over where she wanted, and they all just moved. See, so they know they've got with the program. They know that she moves. She wants to take this spot. Here she comes. See, she may take that spot. And so that you've seen us in some of the videos taking a horse's spot. And this helps with herd bonding and all that. See how they're looking at, they're watching her, you know? And she didn't get this by coming up to him and nuzzling him or something. She did that high-pitched thing. She kicked him a couple times, tried to bite him a couple times. And look, she is totally relaxed enough to roll like she doesn't have a care in the world. And these guys are like, "Hey, Dad, she's kind of mean." You know, look at Ray. He's like, "Uh-oh," you know. And there she is. She's just, I don't know if you can, I got Smokey here sniffing me. But she's, oh, they got in the way. She's just feels comfortable enough just to roll in the dirt, you know. Very interesting. So as like I said, like what you'll do is as you start to train the horse, you get more of a partnership kind of thing going on, and you can get more and more subtle. Just like she would with another horse, like a friend out there. She'd pick a friend, and she wouldn't treat her friend like that. but she'd rather be safe than sorry with these guys, and so she'll just tell them, like, you know, you're better off just having manners. And it's funny, these guys, they got the memo, didn't they? Look at them all. Here she comes. See? So why is she doing that? Well, she's going to move them around. She's going to make sure that they really know that, you know, they should be paying attention to her. And they don't hate her or anything. You know, they're not hating on her. She doesn't really hate them either. But they need to pay attention to where she is. And that's kind of what you do when you're working with a horse on the ground or even the saddle. Like if they start getting distracted and acting up, you got to bring their attention back to you. And they should be listening to you. And you do that by just asking and being persistent and, you know, all that kind of good stuff. I just thought that's pretty interesting. There's the boys. I'm going to go in and start putting them away here. Thanks for watching. Should people subscribe? They should. Hey, smash that like button and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching.